Imagine multiplying your intellectual power. Not just, working faster, but thinking bigger, creating more. Our sources suggest this isn't just some future dream, but it's happening right now. And, maybe surprisingly, it's open to everyone. It's really not just for the tech gurus anymore. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're unpacking how artificial intelligence, well, according to our material, is creating what's been called a goldmine of business opportunities. Opportunities for pretty much anyone, regardless of their background. We've dug into a stack of sources detailing 5 really practical AI-powered business ideas, and they seem to lay out some clear paths to significant income.
That's right. And what's really interesting here, I think, is that these aren't just for coders. You don't need that computer science degree.
Yeah.
We'll really show you how ordinary people are leveraging AI to build substantial wealth without needing those complex programming skills. It's pretty revolutionary, actually.
Yeah, we'll cover quite a range, everything from creating digital products at lightning speed to building sophisticated AI voice agents for businesses.
And we're going to break down the how-to, the practical costs involved, and the remarkable profit potential for each one. It's definitely going to be quite an insightful journey, I think.
Okay, let's unpack this first part then. Our source paints AI not just as another, fleeting tech trend, but something much larger. They call it a cognitive revolution. It's described as a tool that can multiply human intellectual power, much like the steam engine did for physical labor centuries ago. That's quite a comparison.
Exactly. And history kind of gives us a blueprint for these huge waves of prosperity, doesn't it? You had the early 2000s with the dot-com boom, then the 2010s brought software as a service, SaaS, and cloud computing, totally shifting how we use software. Now, AI is presented in these materials at an immensely larger opportunity. It genuinely makes life in business not just a little bit easier, but, 10x, even potentially 100x easier in some areas.
And the best part, according to what we've read, the barrier to entry has never been lower. You really don't need to be a coding genius. You don't need that computer science degree. These ideas seem truly suitable for students or maybe seasoned professionals looking for a side hustle, or frankly, just anyone willing to learn and apply themselves.
Yeah, it was fundamentally different now. What makes this particular wave so accessible is because the AI models themselves are largely pre-trained, and you can access them through incredibly user-friendly interfaces or simple APIs. Think of it like this. Previous tech waves often required you to build the engine from scratch. Now the engine's already built. You're learning to become an expert driver, a navigator, configuring these powerful tools rather than needing to create them from the ground up.
So the most important skill now isn't necessarily building the AI itself, but knowing how to apply it to real-world problems.
Precisely. That's the core skill for our time.
Let's circle back to that low barrier. What makes this AI wave fundamentally different in its accessibility?
It's the pre-built AI tools accessible via user-friendly platforms. No deep coding needed.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Idea number 1, digital products. Things like ebooks, online courses, instructional guides, they've been around a long time. But AI is the game changer for creating them. It just supercharges the whole process.
Right. The source talks about using AI for deep research. And it doesn't just find information. It helps you synthesize it, analyze it, structure that knowledge intelligently. This cuts down creation time massively. It's like having a team of research assistants, editors, even designers working for you 24/7.
Think about it. AI tools can summarize academic papers in, seconds. They can analyze complex data to find hidden trends. They can even draft detailed outlines for your book or an entire online course. That kind of stuff used to take weeks, maybe even months of focused effort. Now, maybe a matter of hours. The prompt example they gave is powerful too. Act as a financial expert and research the 5 biggest financial challenges Gen Z is currently facing. Quote, for each, propose 3 specific actionable solutions and cite your sources. It's so specific, so results-oriented.
You still add your personal touch, right? Your unique experiences, your stories, your perspective. That's absolutely still the core value you bring. But AI assists with, say, drafting initial chapters, suggesting relevant examples, or even just rephrasing things for clarity. It makes your voice stronger, faster.
And it can even professionalize the product's design aspect. AI-powered design tools like Gamma or Canva Magic Studio that can create beautiful presentations, stunning ebook covers, professional marketing materials, and you don't need traditional design skills. It really democratizes that side of things.
Selling paths are interesting too. You could partner with existing creators or influencers for a revenue share, leverage their audience for quick sales. Or you can gradually build your own audience on platforms like LinkedIn or X, formerly Twitter.
The real-world example from the sources, the Lean Startup Toolkit, selling for $67. With just 30 copies a month, it generates nearly $2,000 in passive income. That's a pretty compelling illustration. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. That's when the AI kind of starts to subtly go off track from your initial instructions as the conversation goes on, especially when I'm trying to get it to structure really complex ideas. But these specific examples, they make it much clearer how to get that immediate value out of it. Neat. How does AI truly transform the efficiency of creating these digital products? What's the core benefit?
AI slashes research and drafting time. Weeks become hours. That's the leverage. All right, moving on. Idea number 2. This one could be a potential goldmine for businesses dealing with lots of customer service calls. Here's a kind of shocking fact. Companies spend a massive amount on customer service. They're often stuck choosing between really expensive local staff or, dealing with the known headaches of offshore outsourcing.
Exactly. Every single phone call, every email, every chat message costs money and resources. It adds up fast. Now imagine offering them a solution, an AI voice agent. It can handle thousands of calls at the same time, operates 24/7, never needs a coffee break, never gets tired or frustrated, and it costs just a fraction of a human employee. That's not just an improvement. The source calls it a 10x leap in efficiency and cost savings.
Yeah, and it's best for inbound or pull situations. Think customer support for refunds, answering FAQs, providing order status updates, maybe level 1 tech support or booking appointments. It's definitely not a good fit for aggressive cold calling. It's about service and efficiency, not pushy sales.
Makes sense. Target markets seem broad too. Restaurants, spas, dental or medical clinics, e-commerce companies, service businesses like plumbers, basically anywhere with a high volume of those repetitive inbound calls. It's a huge potential market.
And you don't need to build this tech from scratch, which is key. You use no-code platforms like N8N or VoiceFlow. They're designed for this. You connect voice synthesis services like 11 Labs is a popular one to generate incredibly natural, expressive voices. Then you integrate large language models, LLMs, that's the AI brain that understands and responds, like OpenAI's GPT-4.
Okay, so you connect these pieces, then you train the AI, right, by feeding it specific information about your client's products, their services, their processes, maybe even their preferred tone of voice.
Exactly. And a compelling demo is crucial here. You got to show, don't just tell, an AI that automatically calls a client the day before their appointment to confirm. That saves receptionists hours. Pricing is flexible. An initial setup fee, maybe $1,000 to $3,000, covers the consultation and training the AI. Then a monthly retainer or maybe a usage fee based on call minutes, say, $C$10 and 10 to 50 cents per minute. Still significantly cheaper than human agents, giving them that immediate return on investment.
Yeah, the example of a small marketing agency cutting their webinar no-show rates by 30% using an AI agent, that's pretty impactful data. So how does an AI voice agent really provide that claimed 10x improvement for a business?
It handles many calls 24/7 at a fraction of human cost. Massive efficiency boost.
Okay, idea number 3. This one taps into personal branding. In today's business world, it feels like people trust people more than faceless corporate logos, right? Founders with strong personal brands, they tend to get more sales, attract better investment, and often save dramatically on marketing cost. But what's their biggest obstacle? Usually it's, I just don't have time to create content consistently. And that's where AI steps in, potentially as a powerful assistant.
Right. So you come in with a comprehensive AI-driven solution to create essentially a client's digital twin. This involves gathering a few types of data, visual data, maybe 5-10 minutes of video of them talking just to capture their appearance and mannerisms. Audio data, maybe 2-3 hours of recordings to clone their voice perfectly. And textual data, things like their LinkedIn articles, blog posts, maybe even emails, so the AI can learn their unique writing style and perspective.
Okay, so you gather the data. Then you combine specialized AI tools, things like HeyGen, to create a realistic AI avatar, that digital version of the founder. It can be really uncanny how close they get. 11 Labs, again, to perfectly clone their voice. And a custom GPT, basically a private chatbot, trained specifically on their writing style, their industry knowledge, their unique takes on things, so it genuinely sounds like them.
And the content creation workflow becomes incredibly smooth after that setup. You use their custom GPT to generate, say, short video scripts about industry news or helpful tips, all in their unique voice. Then you use tools like Submagic to automatically add those engaging captions everyone loves, and maybe Opus Clips to intelligently edit, repurpose, and optimize the video for different platforms, Reels, Shorts, LinkedIn, you name it. It's almost magical how streamlined it can be.
Then the final step is distributing this content across their key social media channels: LinkedIn, X, Instagram, YouTube, building their personal brand consistently but almost effortlessly on their part. It's like having a content factory running on autopilot.
Pricing here could look something like this. An initial setup fee, maybe around $1,000 to collect all that data and train the AI models. That takes some work up front. Then a monthly retainer, maybe starting around $500 for, say, 10 videos per month. That works out to only $50 per video, which is incredible value compared to traditional production. Plus, you could easily charge maybe $50, $100 for each extra video they need beyond the base package.
The business math is quite compelling when you lay it out. With just 5 clients, you're already at $2,500 a month in recurring revenue, plus that initial $5,000 from setup fees. Scale that to 20 clients, and you're potentially looking at a $10,000 a month business with a workflow that's largely semi-automated. It's a real leverage play for busy founders and executives. What's the most critical piece of data needed to build an effective digital twin that truly captures someone's essence?
Diverse data is key. Video, audio, and text together are crucial for authenticity. All right, next up, idea 4. This one dives into user-generated content, or UGC. You know, those authentic unboxing videos, honest product reviews people post. That stuff is marketing gold. It consistently converts far better than slick, polished corporate ads. We all know that. But here's the rub. Traditionally, creating real UGC is expensive, it's time-consuming, and it's notoriously hard to control the outcome.
Yeah, our sources really laid out that traditional process. Shipping products out, paying creators hoping they actually make the video on time, then waiting for edits, dealing with approvals and revisions. It's often a slow, costly, and frankly inefficient headache for businesses.
So the AI solution proposed. You build a simple platform. Businesses can upload their product details and images. They can write their own script or maybe use AI to help generate a compelling one. Then they choose the characteristics of the person they want in the ad age, gender, style, whatever. Click a button and boom, instantly generate realistic UGC-style videos. It's like productizing authenticity on demand.
Okay, what's the tech stack look like for that? It involves integrating APIs, basically connecting different software programs so they can talk to each other. You'd need things like AI video generation platforms. Synthesia or DID are examples to create videos with realistic AI avatars from text input. AI voice synthesis again, like 11 Labs for those natural-sounding voiceovers. And probably GPT models to help users write persuasive ad copy that really resonates with their target audience.
Now, this model, according to the source, has extremely high profit margins. Your actual cost per video, mainly from the API calls to these services, can potentially be under $1, which is astonishingly low.
Under $1 cost. And you can price it maybe between $5 and $15 per video. That means potential profit margins as high as 80–90%. That almost sounds too good to be true.
It does, doesn't it? Whoa. I mean, imagine scaling this. If you generate just 100 videos per day at an average price of, say, $10 per video, that's $1,000 in daily revenue with minimal costs. You could scale that to 500 videos per day. You're theoretically on track for over $150,000 a month with a system that's nearly fully automated.
Yeah.
That's massive potential. Of course, while the API costs are low, scaling up definitely requires significant marketing effort to actually get those clients. And ensuring consistent quality control on the AI outputs, making sure they look and sound good every time, that can become a real task at high volume. So it's automated, but probably not entirely hands-off if you want to maintain quality at scale.
That 80–90% margin sounds incredible. What allows for such high profit margins with AI-generated UGC?
Very low per video cost using API calls is the main driver. Minimal variable cost.
Okay, final idea, number 5. Workflow optimization consulting. Every company, really, from the local coffee shop on the corner to a large corporation, has operational processes. And many of these are expensive, they're time-consuming, and often prone to human error. Think about things like customer onboarding, invoice management, sales outreach, even new employee training. These are typically huge resource drains.
Exactly, and this is precisely where AI can have potentially the biggest impact by automating many of those repetitive tasks. So the idea is you approach local businesses, or maybe small to medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, and you audit their current operations. You ask consultative questions like, which process takes up most of your team's valuable time? Or, what repetitive tasks are constantly frustrating your employees, costing you money, or creating bottlenecks in your workflow?
Right. And based on their answers, you identify those high-value bottlenecks that are ripe for automation. This could be anything from, say, automating welcome email sequences for new customer onboarding, setting up automated lead qualification and follow-up systems for their sales teams, or even building something like an AI tutor trained on the company's internal documents and manuals to help new employees get up to speed much faster, less time bothering colleagues.
You then actually build these custom workflows. You'd use powerful automation tools like N8N, which is a flexible open source platform, great for complex logic. Or maybe make.com, which is a more intuitive visual tool for connecting thousands of different apps and services. These tools are kind of like stacking Lego blocks, but with data and actions instead of plastic bricks.
Got it. So you build the workflow. Then it's about seamless implementation, right? Thoroughly training their team to actually use and manage these new workflows, and probably providing ongoing support and optimization. It's not just a one-time fix. It sounds more like an ongoing partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. Pricing for this service typically starts with maybe a consulting and audit fee. Let's say $500 to $1,500 for an in-depth workshop to really understand their needs. Then an implementation fee, which could range from $2,000 up to $10,000 per automated workflow, depending entirely on its complexity and the value it delivers. And finally, a monthly maintenance fee, maybe $200 to $1,000 per client, just to ensure the systems keep running smoothly and are continuously optimized as things change.
The real-world example they used of a dental clinic is incredibly compelling. They spend $4,000 a month on two receptionists just for handling bookings. That's their reality. You come in, build an AI system that handles, say, 80% of this workload. It costs them maybe a $6,000 setup fee and then $400 a month for maintenance. The clinic saves over $2,800 every single month, and you secure stable, recurring revenue. That's the kind of math that truly transforms a small business's bottom line. It's a complete reimagining of their operational costs, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can just picture the relief on a small business owner's face when they realize how much stress and cost AI can lift off their shoulders. It's not just about money. It's a game changer for their peace of mind, too.
What kind of businesses really stand to benefit the most from this type of AI workflow optimization?
Those with repetitive, time-consuming, and often error-prone operational tasks. That's the sweet spot. Sponsor read provided separately. Do not generate here.
So just to recap, we've covered creating digital products at scale, building custom AI voice agents for businesses, offering AI-powered personal branding services, launching an AI-generated UGC ads platform, and providing workflow optimization consulting using AI tools. Quite a range.
Yeah, and the common thread weaving through all of these, it's AI as a multiplier, a force multiplier. It's really not about replacing humans or making us redundant, at least not in these applications. It's about amplifying what we can achieve. It genuinely helps us work smarter, not harder. It frees up our cognitive energy, our time for more creative, strategic, higher value tasks.
The sources we looked at really emphasize this golden ticket nature of AI right now, meaning a remarkably low barrier to entry compared to past tech waves, a massive and clearly growing market demand, and just immense potential for profit for those who decide to act decisively and soon.
And the action plan they suggest seems pretty clear and straightforward. You pick one idea, just one that resonates with you that you find exciting. Then create a simple demo, a minimum viable product, just to prove the concept to potential clients. Show, don't just tell. Find your very first client, even if it's for free or maybe a steep discount, just to get a powerful case study under your belt. Social proof is key. Then listen carefully to their feedback, refine your offering based on real-world use, and scale systematically from there.
And importantly, they warn about avoiding common mistakes. Things like perfectionism, waiting forever for everything to be perfect before you launch. Don't do that. Avoid trying to do too many things at once. Focus is critical. And absolutely avoid underpricing your services. This is a big one. Remember, you aren't just selling your hours, you are selling immense value driven by the power and efficiency of AI. And always, always start by truly understanding your client's biggest pain points. Solve real problems. So what does this all mean for you, our listener?
Well, the message seems to be that the time is now. This AI revolution is happening. It's underway. Whether you participate actively or just watch from the sidelines, the shift is happening regardless.
Yeah, the sources kind of urge us to act. It's always one day or day one. Choose day one. Let today be your day one. Take that first small step. Pick an idea from today or another one that genuinely excites you. Start building your AI-powered future, even if it's just learning a new tool or sketching out a plan. The tools are largely available, often affordable, or even free to start. The market demand is clearly massive and growing. This particular window of opportunity, this level of accessibility, probably won't last forever in this exact form.
So what concept resonated most powerfully with you today? What's the very first concrete step you think you'll take after hearing this?
And we'll leave you with this provocative thought to maybe mull over. As AI continues to evolve at this, frankly, dizzying pace, how might the very definition of passive income itself be completely reshaped by these advancements in just the next 5 years?
That's something profound to ponder. Definitely. A whole new landscape.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
We truly hope it sparked some exciting and maybe actionable ideas for you. Outro music.